We're going to do a storyboard project. This is what we're going to use in class in order to convert some of the storyboard prototypes into like a game outline. So I'm going to start from scratch, and I'm Rick, and I have Ringoli here. So, hey guys, let's see. And then we want to do new. So if I type in burn game, it's probably not the greatest title, but oh well, burn game. So now it's just making a default game space in Unity. And loading.
Yeah.
Right, because it actually, it does take a little bit of time to do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we have our blank. It's going to ask about services, other sorts of things here. But what we want to do is like first would be like, okay, we want this to have Unity capability. No, Vuforia capability.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the Vuforia is actually now over in package management. So I'm going to go over.
It's in window.
Thank you. Package manager. And in package manager, we'll start to see like XR management. And we should actually see, you've got Vuforia. There we go. So Vuforia is like now embedded 8.39, and we want to get Vuforia installed. So we'll just do that. So if you're starting from scratch, you can get Unity in this way, or you can do it as the previous video showed. But yeah, so now the package manager handles the Vuforia import, and all the files come in. So we're in pretty good shape there. Okay, installed. All right. So we also always get a sample scene. And so in the sample scene right now, I'm not changing anything because what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get the sprites in place. So I'm just going to click around a little bit, but we need the inspector, and we also have scenes, resources, and I think usually create like, how would a sprite come in? It would be a material, or it'd be an asset.
Graphics.
Or graphics. All right, so let's create a graphics folder. All right, so there's graphics. And then on the system, I have the image that I took a picture of from the class. So I'll go to my desktop real quick. So when you guys did your things, I took pictures. So I'm opening it up, and there's an example game layout. So I'm going to use that. That's this. I'm going to open up Unity again. And the fun part is you could just drag things into the folders that you create. So now it actually imported, but we want to do something more to it. So you click on it, and that opens up the information panel. And then this is an introduction to Sprite and Sprite Sheets. So over on the corner here, it says import settings, texture type, texture shape, and it kind of runs through a bunch of things that your textures can have. So let's see. So the first one would be our type. Right now it says default, but we want Sprite 2D and UI because we're going to convert this to a menu option. Okay. So right now it says Sprite 2D and UI. It'll say simple mode, single mode, but it's actually going to be multiples. However, regardless of all that, we want to get the sprite editor going.
Yeah, so you would need to apply your settings before you're opening the sprite editor. So yeah. Down there.
Okay, so we'd hit apply here, and then you'd hit sprite editor. And we're going to get an error message because sprite editor is also a package.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of things got turned into packages. So if we run back over to the package manager, we'll be able to like go and look for it. Let's see, S. Where's the S's? Sprite, shader, 2D. Might be the 2D stuff. 2D sprite. I think it's this. So we'll get the 2D sprite to install that. And you'll see it's got to take its time. Okay. Close that up. And actually, it should be good shape. So we want to go back to our image. We did the apply, but now we want to hit sprite editor. Ah, yes. And there we got a sprite editor. Cool. And we need to look at that bigger. Let me get back to this. Where did it go? I lost my window. There it is. Okay. So I need this bigger. And we need to be able to zoom in on the picture. So I think we can change the zoom. someplace. Oh, not too bad. All right, so now we got to use the features of the sprite editor. So just need to at least see things. Each of the cards is going to be like a rectangle. So let's see. We just draw rectangles if I remember correctly. So you can just grab a rectangle, kind of grab it on the edges, make sure your stuff's in the middle, and you can say, oh, okay, that's a burn storyboard 0. And we can be pretty happy with that. And then we need to make a new one, so you just click again, and you kind of drag around, and you get your next window in place. Drag and move. So that's the next one, but it looks like I need a little more at the top. So click here, drag that in. So that's storyboard 1. And let's go to the side. We'll say the next up is this one. So click again. Make sure we line it up. And that one needs a little more on the side. There we go. And then we want to do the next storyboard. So it's a little out of the parameters. Shift that over. All right, looks like that one's all right. And then they're all auto numbering right now. So they're all going to have those names. So we got a new one. Oh, actually zoomed. Cool. And we got one more to go. So I'll grab this one. That. All right, so sprite 05. We've got most of the sprites as they stand right now. So we'll say apply. And what will happen is that information is now worked out so that each of the cards are created as sprites. So we can hit the side button and you can see that they're all there in Spriteville. Cool. All right, I'm gonna pause for a second because that's like the first